G'day, Simon and James. Welcome to Southeast Here Cars and Coffee. Great morning, some great cars. What have you seen, James?
Yeah, so we have two SVJs here from the guys at Hyper NFT, a 2RS, a bunch of 3RSs. We have a crazy, I think it's an FD RX-7 that just pulled up with an insane Bridgeport rotary in it. It sounds pretty nuts. A bunch of muscle cars. I mean, there's so much good stuff. What have you seen?
Yeah, believe it or not, I have seen a little Toyota minivan with a supercharger under the hood running weld racing wheels on it. So
that.
A bit of a sleeper, methinks. Hey, don't forget, if you come to Southeast Here Cars and Coffee, please remember, respect our rules. No speeding, no revving, no burnouts. That includes on the streets of St. Clemente and getting on off those freeways. Lots to see. Let's go for a walk and check it out.
Let's do it.
We have Ben and the crew rolling in from Hyper NFT. First car. How are you, mate? Good to see you. You good? Great to have you here, mate. Hey, Tony.
Hey, how are you, sir? Good
Good
morning.
to see you, mate.
Thank you for saving the parking.
No worries. Great to have you here. Great mix of cars. GT2 RS, just love that. SVJ over there. Another SVJ there. Good morning. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Great to have you here. Oh, and it would be remiss of me not to give you a bit of a listen to this.
We're starting to see so many more of the 992.2s flood in, this one being a Targa, which is pretty neat. You don't see too many of these. I absolutely love the styling on these. I'm pretty sure this is the GTS because it has those little vertical slats in the front. Again, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a Guards Red or some other sort of finish, but this is absolutely beautiful. I think the updates they've made to the 992 platform just make it look so much more aggressive. Very, very excited to see the GT cars whenever they come out as well. And then next to the 992.2, we have a beautiful 600 LT with the MSO roof scoop. Love this car. I've seen it here a number of times. You can see this just looks so aggressive. I'm sure the induction noise from this roof scoop is out of this world as well. Comfort seats on it, so this is a car that you could daily drive pretty easily. Chicane gray, which I love. Just a very, very good spec on this. Absolutely love it. Now this is a color that I think needs to be repopularized. I'm fairly certain this is going to be a lizard green. Of course, it's a 718 GT4 RS with the YSAC pack. You can see the carbon hood on this, carbon wing as well. I absolutely love this color. This was a color that, if it is a lizard green, was a very, very popular finish on the 991.2s. For the GT3 RSs and the GT3s. This is just such a beautiful color. You can see the deviated trim on the inside, the bucket seats, of course. This carbon wing you can see along the back. This is just such a good car, and especially for the money. I mean, it's essentially a GT3 in the 718 platform. What a beautiful car. Love it. Starting off the Overflow Exotic Row with two, I believe, Bayside Blue R34 GTRs. One of them's a V-Spec, one of them isn't. Absolutely love seeing these here. It's so crazy too. This car is an absolute time capsule. Stock height, stock wheels, stock interior. Touch in immaculate condition. So cool seeing these here this morning. Here we have a Urus SE in the front row in a crazy color. This is actually Blue Uranus. It's such a crazy spec to see in person. This one has the style pack, so you have the gloss black accents, gloss black insert on the front. Of course, you have these really nice 23-inch wheels. And then on the inside, you have the black and white interior, red seat belts. Just a very, very nice spec. Someone's clearly put a lot of time and a lot of money into the spec sheet for this thing, but such a crazy car to see in person. I'm not sure that the camera picks it up too well, but it's a really nice kind of greenish teal color in person. So pretty. Between the Urus SE or the previous generation Urus S, which one would you guys take? I think I would have to go with the SE with the new hybrid. It's so cool. Here we have a lineup of Porsches this morning. First of all, Daniel Mack with his 991.2 Weissach GT3 RS. Absolutely love this car. Pretty sure it's a GT Silver. You have the BBS FIRs. Tons of carbon on this car from the factory, of course. Carbon hood, carbon roof, carbon wing. Just such a pretty car. Next to it, we have the Turbo RS, which is essentially a Turbo S that Fonzie's put a 2RS conversion on. It looks super, super good. Love this setup. Looks so aggressive. And then next to it, a beautiful PTS maroon red 991.2 GT2 RS. This car is beautiful. You have the really nice gold champagne colored wheels on it. Tons of carbon fiber. Look around the back. You have the carbon engine bay here. Just such a beautiful car. Absolutely love it. And then next to it, we have a 991.2 3RS again from Eric over at Carbontastic. He supplies the wheels for all of our personal cars. He does such a good job with it, and we absolutely love seeing this car here this morning. Between each of these 4 cars, which one would you guys take? Make sure to comment down below.
I'm here with Daniel Mack, the man who has made famous the line, "I love your car, what do you do for a living?"
Yes, sir.
How did you start that?
I started in Dallas, actually. I just saw supercars for the first time ever because I grew up in Tucson, Arizona.
Yeah.
And I was like, let me go up and ask somebody how I can get a Ferrari one day.
And everybody loved it, everybody gravitated towards it, and it grew into something that's larger than life. Became your living, became your
Literally
career.
became what I do for a living.
Mate, I'm so glad to hear that. And you've been here a lot of times and used our event as an opportunity, I guess, to interview people.
Oh, you guys were, I would come out here several years ago, and this would be my stomping grounds to get all my content.
Mate, we were so happy to do that, and I'll never forget when James had just bought his R8. You said, let's do that, and he pulled up and what do you do for a living? He said, I run a car show. He said, that's boring. Can you say I sell feet pics?
Yeah.
And a week later, there's 500,000 people going, man, he must have good feet, right?
Yeah.
There's probably people out there that are actually selling baggies of toenails and feet pics because of you and that comment.
100%. I've interviewed some of them. Yeah. They're out there, some of these gals.
It's crazy. So has there been one particular question that you've asked somebody, their answer's blown you away?
We met a guy that drove a Rolls Royce the other day that owns the largest manufacturing plant in America.
Wow.
So, and he wasn't kidding.
Yep.
So I guess there's ways to make money anywhere.
You know what? I guess he's filling a void, I guess you could say.
Cheeky.
Yeah, that's interesting. Mate, but it's always great to have you here. Tell us about your car now. Hey, I love you. Well, I know what you do for a living.
Yeah.
Tell us about your car.
I got a 3RS, 991.2.
Yeah.
Weissach.
Yeah.
German people get mad at me.
Yeah, exactly.
And I freaking love it. It's crazy because I was able to get this car by asking what they do for a living. And it's just a full circle.
Isn't that great?
It's weird, yeah.
And before that, of course, you had the 718, you had the GT4.
Yeah, GT4, great car.
Yeah.
The only no problems. I highly recommend GT4 to anyone.
But a GT3 is pretty cool too.
It's pretty freaking cool, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Mate, great to have you along.
Hey, thanks
Always
for
good to
having
see you. Walk around, you're getting some content today. That's great to see, mate.
Boom.
Good on you. Thanks for coming.
See ya.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Now finishing off the exotics row with the guys from Hyper NFT and of course Ron as well with his insane 992 GT3 RS full 9 design kit. Just rewrapped it. It was a really cool Isle of Man green wrap before. Gone full satin black on it. City on the bricks and tons of carbon fiber from the guys at 9 Design. Absolutely love this car. Next to it, SVJ from the guys at Hyper Society, the Roadster, and then a 1 of 10 SVJ as well. Very, very special edition. The GT2 RS that I think has been driven harder than almost any other 2 RS on the planet. Love seeing that the guys drive this thing. Another 992 GT3 RS, and of course the F12 next to it. And then coming all the way to the end, we have this insane, what I believe is an FD RX-7 with some sort of body kit on it. This car is crazy. It's either probably a Rocket Bunny kit or a Liberty Walk kit, something similar. It has a crazy Bridgeport rotary engine in it. The prop from this thing is wild. What a cool lineup of cars here this morning at South SVJ Cars and Coffee. Love it.
Cool car here. Look at this, a beautiful, beautiful little Skyline GTR. Just a great looking car. A lot of people don't know about these earlier Skylines. They are very cool. They really put a Nissan or Datsun in those days on the map for building for performance cars. This little thing is great. Love the flares on it. Love the wheels that are on it. And then of course under the hood, you've got that 6-cylinder inline 6 with those Solex side drafts on it. Very, very cool car. Always great to see. Next to another car we had at the show a few times. This is cool as well. Obviously a Z car. This one over here, they look like Solexes. They're actually a copy Solex Webers look the same sort of thing, side drafts, but this is a great little car, lots of nice work. Super next to it. I want to show you this though. The thing that gave this away to me is, look at that, Well Racing wheels, and they are some serious tyres sitting on this thing as well. Come up to the front, and supercharger there, have a look at that thing. So, super cool to have that. Just amazing. I bet this has hurt some feelings.
I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah.
How cool is this? Big old Imperial, what a great looking car. There'll be some interesting things about it, as I'm sure we'll see. Down here, we've got push button transmission. You can see it actually says reverse, neutral, drive. So one of the things of the Mopars of this era, they tended to have that. Look at the little interesting things, the door handle and the electric window switches. This would have been a very, very impressive car in its day, and it was actually featured in a movie. If you look down here with Anne Margaret and John Forsyth, you can actually see the car in the actual movies. Isn't that cool that a car's with this history's at the show? Just great to see these sort of things. Believe it or not, this is one of the best sounding cars you will ever hear. This is an 02 Maserati GT. I remember seeing these in Australia. The model before this, I actually preferred. The tail lights on the previous model were actually, it was called a 3200 GT. This is a 3600, I think. But the older ones used to have like what we call a boomerang tail light through there. They changed it for the US market because they weren't popular. But this engine, obviously Ferrari developed V8, it sounds so beautiful. It is just such a sweet sounding engine. And look at that, that high intake manifold on it. It's just a great car, really underappreciated, but you want a good sounding car, right there. So this is interesting, a Yenko Camaro. It says 427, you've got the Yenko badges. Of course, Yenko was more known for cars back in the late 60s, early 70s. You'd see 69 Camaros that were Yenko and Chevelles and all of those sort of things. Given all the badging, it says 1500 horsepower, stage 3. Let's have a look under the hood. It says 427. But it's not an LSX 427, so it must be an LS7 that they're working on. Then it's got a, looks like it says 1500 supercharger. That's actually a, looks like a Magnuson or a Whipple on the top of that there. Magnuson, I think. Interesting. I would like to see the dyno sheets to see this 1500 horsepower. A lot of these companies tend to get a little bit enthusiastic with their numbers that they put on there, but hey, still pretty cool to have it at the show.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I like the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
the untrained eye, you might walk past this and just go, oh yeah, this is just a Jaguar. This is not just any Jaguar. This is actually a Project 8 car that was built sort of 2017, 18 in that sort of era. Now, we actually did the showcase in the United States back in 2017 of the original prototypes of the Project 8. We had an orange one and a blue one, and one of them went on to be in, I think it was a James Bond movie or something similar. Incredible car. So a couple of things about it. Obviously you can tell straight away it's got a much wider body than the traditional car, got a ton more aero as well, but what sets it apart is actually it's got a 5-litre supercharged V8, makes 592 horsepower. Massive brakes in there. See the carbon ceramic brakes that are in there as well. It is a very, very aggressive car. Look at the aero through here, no step. Very, very wide in the back, and then obviously proper aero at the back as well. So it is designed as a track-ready car. It did some great times around Nürburgring. Production was limited to only 300 units, so there's not a lot of these on the road. The original hero colours with the stripe to me looked amazing. There was a blue, not really dissimilar to this, a little darker maybe, and then the orange as well. Of course, I'm a sucker for orange, but great car, great to see it, and I'm really glad somebody pointed it out to me, or I might have just walked straight past it, because it is a little understated despite the wide body and the aero. This little Evo looks pretty cool. Tons of carbon on it. Look at the hood, carbon front splitter, carbon aero on the side. Big wide body on this thing as well. Got some nice seats in there and harnesses. Quick release steering wheel, back seat delete, full cage in there. Very nice looking wheels. Very, very nice. Big aero on the back as well. I really liked Evos, and I was really sad when I saw that they decided to kill them, because this was the car that really kept the WRX competitive as well. When you think about it, when there was the Evo and the WRX, it's the same effect that was happening when there was the Super and the GTR, both competing against each other. It makes each of them better. Great looking car, great to see it here. Actually a nice little one next to it as well, sitting here. Great, great little cars.
Yeah.
Isn't this great? You see a lot of old Fords here at the show. We walked past one before, but you don't see a lot of old classic Chryslers. There's a lot of cars in this era that is not as many survivors. This being one, Dodge Brothers. This is yours.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this car. How long have you owned it?
I bought it in 1961 from the original owner.
Did you really?
The car was originally sold in Long Island, New York, to a New York resident, and he wanted an all-black car. He didn't want to show it off, so he had no pinstriping, no white walls. He was afraid they would throw rocks on his car, because nobody could afford a car during that period of time.
Yep.
But this is still the original paint on the car.
Is it really?
Yes.
Look, I mean, it really is amazing, because it was more of a lacquer in those days.
This is lacquer.
Yeah. And just amazing that the finish on it is so good as well.
Still the original upholstery.
Is it really? Yeah. Wow. You've got something over there to protect it, obviously, which is really, really smart. But lovely old gauges. And so in the era, so what year is this?
31.
31. If you looked at Fords of 31, there was Dodge Brothers in this era as well. There was obviously Chevrolet and all the other brands. How did Chrysler stack up, do you think, in terms of its cost and how it was perceived by the public?
Well, you can buy a Ford for like $500 or $600.
Yep.
This one new costs $890.
Yeah, it's a lot more money.
And it's 6-cylinder, while the Fords were 4-cylinder.
Yeah, right. Yep.
So this is a pretty unusual car.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Thank you. You always bring great cars here. Thank you for bringing this out. Really good. Isn't it great? Just look at. I mean, there's this was called the mother-in-law seat in the back.
Right, the rumble seat on the mother-in-law seat.
Yeah, yeah. Because the mother-in-law seat, you wouldn't have this box here. You'd slam on the brakes really quickly when there was a truck following you. I didn't say that out loud. And if Paula, if my mother-in-law's listening, I wouldn't have done that to you. I mean, imagine the mess I'd have to clean up. I love your cars. Thank you for bringing it. Oh, look at the back window rolls down in this too.
Yeah, if you didn't want to hear what your mother-in-law was saying, you just roll up the window.
I like that a lot. All right, how did I score today? I scored a 10. Oh, look at this thing. 6x6, and it is genuine. There are 2 diffs in this thing.
That's it for another busy South of Sea Cars and Coffee. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Please remember, if you are attending the event, respect our rules of revving, speeding, or burnouts. That includes on the property, driving through the streets of San Clemente, and then getting on and off those freeways. Want to say a massive thank you to all the sponsors. We have the Brackets Here Way Marketing, McGuire's, Mazda, Next Level Auto Protection, Spark, iAccent Lawyers, Go Bubble Tire, Sierra Ineos Grenadier, European Exotic Center, Josh Yoder Hillbank Motor Corporation, and of course Magnaflow and Camberg as well. Do want to say a massive thank you as well to all the volunteers that help us put on this event each and every week. We could not do it without you guys. Remember, if you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. So we handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of our new hats, hoodies, t-shirts, stickers, everything from South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. If you are volunteering, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, then Ruby's Diner provides a free coffee and donut for everyone helping us out.
Yeah, massive thank you to Ruby's for doing that and feeding the masses every Saturday as well, and a big thank you to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. We could not do the show without them, so if you need to do any shopping, go to the movies, grab a coffee, go to a restaurant or whatever, come to the outlets, tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you guys.